blood in the water. Homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom. On treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of their seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more. No other option, really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, Billy Chase.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers.
Version.
And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And we're off from Levi Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Not a good effort there. They're going to bring him down just beyond the 10. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18,
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Off the play fake, Purdy. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, they're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate that play.
In the heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock. But cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium. And don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. Now here he goes. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Jesus.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Yellow.
They've got a man in motion.
Yellow.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. It's cuffed by Harrison. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Vacates quickly left side. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. He couldn't do it right there.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Stop.
Play action now. Purdy. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
At the 48-yard line.
Hall running between the tackles. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They draw it up for him. Kept it on the draw block, but they were waiting for him. That's a loss. He brings up 4th down.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. So they'll decline this and take the result. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Yellow.
Here's Taylor. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Yellow.
Here he goes, third and long. Going with the screen to Taylor. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
And the Colts, first down. First and goal, Indianapolis.
Now a handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So they'll be facing second and goal coming up as we reach the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
Yellow.
Taylor again. This time he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. Let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10.
Right there.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were out there ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They give on second to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Get set. Get set. Stop.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just enough to throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Watch out. 11.
On first down, here comes Hall. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Get set.
Purdy on the play action. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Outside. Yellow. Stop.
Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute, and will continue to do so.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
18, watch out. Yellow. Up.
4th down, pass coming. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Hey, Ripley. Yellow. Easy.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Fuck out of here.
Couldn't make the hookup with Matthew Golden. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Let's go, Artie.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Colts ready for the punt. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Just 1:54 now to play in our opening half, Brock. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. 18. Watch it. Yellow. Up.
Play action now with Purdy. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. From the gun is Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
21.
3rd and long for him here. Big yards on the right side. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Stop.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Up.
Purdy now on 4th down. He connects downfield. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Outside. Start.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. It's Mahomes. Look at that power. Deep left side. It connects on the deep shot. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down. But damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts will add to their lead at the end of the half.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
49ers 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
At their own 30-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 23-yard line.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Looking to throw, Purdy. He's going deep this time. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Colts get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
And we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Catch is made in close. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. Ryland now for the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
49ers 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Outside.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Escapes the defender. And they're going to get there to force him out. A nice play for the offense to go out on, as that's going to end our first half. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's Gould on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes now. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46. This is Taylor. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
First down.
Play action, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
And downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. Ryland now for the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
49ers 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set.
They start the drive at home. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Taking a shot deep here. Big game downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Get set.
Purdy on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, it's big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He's got it near the 8. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
4 yards. And the 49ers first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yellow. Get set. Runner, us up.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Purdy to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, King? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Purdy trying on 4th down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That run right there, that kind of feels like you missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. He's going to have him up to that 23. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, this is Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Second down now, 7 to go.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Hits his running back. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
A gain of 6
Offense
on
headed
the
to the
play.
line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
Third down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you learn so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got his man. It's Golden. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
First down.
Yellow.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Colts.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. The left side cut by Andrews. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Back to the air, Mahomes sends this to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
16 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That's with Harrison again. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
19 more yards. That's another Colts. First down.
Attack.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yellow.
Another throw for Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts continue piling it on here in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
Chad Wyland for the extra point.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And no gain after the catch. The gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Colts take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this...
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for Mahomes. Cut down the field, Golden. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Yellow. Outside.
We're going to pass it here. Find some time left. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It makes sense. You need to do.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. I go up. Outside.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw complete to Warren. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Outside.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I don't need to. Outside.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Cut near the goal line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Colts are running them out of the building. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll go right side with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Hall gets it again on 2nd down. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Outside. Left.
Third down, give to Hall. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it fourth down. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. 18. Yellow. Stop.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow. Stop.
Here he goes, one final shot. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and